Hello my lovely sausages, and as you're aware, a new Vidoc dropped called Forged in the Storm, which gives us a 15-minute overview of what we've got coming in Beyond Light. So rather than just blab my way through the lot of it, I'm going to pick out the bits that really tickled my fancy. Ooh, and we've also got a new roadmap which we'll have a little look at the end. So right off the bat, the first thing that I loved, Drifter throwing a weird mine thing and the Exo Stranger having a scrap. Doesn't that look cool? Then we've got this really weird ship. Now we can see a pyramid in the background, so is it like a shuttle or something? But whatever happens, it swoops over the European landscape and then buries itself into the ground. Very intriguing. This surprised the bloody hell out of me. We've got Zavala, Cabal and Osiris all standing together having a chinwag in a kind of, well, chinwag room. Conference room, if you like. So are we throwing our lot in with the Cabal? Or is it just Zavala throwing his lot in with the Cabal? That's a really interesting story twist that I did not expect. It seems that lots of Europa is actually going to be underground. They said most of the secrets are buried under the ice. And we can see here what looks like maybe the beginning of the Deep Strong Crypt raid, because we can see lots of shots of a 6-player fire team. So that was quite interesting. I thought I'd point that out in case you missed it. There's a bit where Eramis freezes a normal servitor behind her, and then she turns around and punches it, and it kills it, destroys it completely dead. And what this goes to show is that she's not going to be part of the regular Fallen. She's definitely recruiting Fallen from outside her organization, if you see what I mean. It makes her sound like a drug kingpin organization. Do you think they've got restrooms and they've got holiday breaks that they all go on as a team to do team building exercises in the snow? What the hell am I talking about? We also get a new sneaky look at the character screen. Now you can see, first of all, it's not as bright. It's definitely a darker, more subdued tone in the background. We're used to that bright grey. But we can also see the icon for the stasis subclass. I'm having a look here at the Hunter, the Revenant, from A Whisper to a Roar, Be Calm, and the Storm. So we've got summon 2 stasis... What's that say? 2 stasis cameras, Silence and Squall, that you throw one after another. Also, cameras must be like those throwing axes things. Then you've got Silence creates a flash freeze blast that freezes and damages targets, and then Squall creates a stasis storm that slows and damages targets caught inside. Oh, I see. So what we're basically seeing here is what each of the throwing Kamas do, or Kamas do. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, who knows? We also got to hear a little bit about the No Time to Explain. Now, of course, we've got an extra buddy who can float around, and you can see on the screen here that it says Time Chasm. Now, we don't know if that's directly related to the new buddy who floats around and shoots things, but chances are it is. And you can also use it in unison with your Arc Soul Guiding Light type fellow, so you can have triple shooting action fun. I also like this cool emote, you know, with the counting gates type thing where you do the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that. We get a look at the Titan exotic called the Icefall Mantle. Now, what I quite like about this is that it generates an overshield, yes, but it isn't a passive thing that just triggers automatically. You trigger it yourself. So that means you can stick your shield on whenever you want. Kind of like when you pop your Arc Soul as a Warlock. I thought that was really cool. The footage also shows us that the overshield would last for 20 seconds too. They showed us the Necrotic Grip too, which is a Warlock exotic, and what they're saying is that once you hit the first one with it, there's a ripple effect which cascades through the group of maybe Thrall or whoever is trying to kick your bottom behind them. So I do quite like the look of that. But this same piece of footage showed something interesting. It looks like a strike called the Disgraced, and it's telling you to defeat Navatoa, or Navota. Obviously someone who's going to pop up during the story itself. For new players, they're going to learn the ropes in the Cosmodrome, and we got to have a little look at the map as well, and it's pretty big. It's got all our favourite Cosmodrome hits there, the steps and the Skywatch and things like that. But I did also notice there was 2 parts of the footage which are from specific missions, and I just got to pick this out. We had one that said Schism, find Maeve or Maive. The Vendetta mission, follow the trail. So these perhaps are part of the opening missions for the Cosmodrome for new players. We saw the new vendor Shawhan for the Cosmodrome, who's obviously going to help new players. Devram Mark II, no doubt. And we also saw a list of his bounties as well, just the first one, which was called Public Disturbance, completing public events. And now we go into the new season, and it's going to be called Season of the Hunt, and it revolves around the sister of Oryx. I couldn't catch her name for the life of me. Zevelwraith or Zevelwrath, I have no idea. I listened again and again and again, but that's completely irrelevant. Now, it seems to revolve around these growths that are driving combatants, that's the word they use, so that must just mean any enemies. Well, anyway, they're driving combatants completely bonkers. And then they revealed it. A knight knocked Osiris to the floor, and lo and behold, our friend-killing, complete and total ass Uldren Sov has returned, and this time he's called Crow. Look at him, let's just kick him up the He can't remember anything about the past because he's now a guardian, and when he was revived by the ghost, who people are calling pulled pork, but I don't even know if that actually is its name or that was just a nomenclature that they dropped on it when they were finding out about it. Well, anyway, Uldren is in the season, and we're going to partner up with him and Osiris while we try and figure out how to beat the Celebrant. And that's what they called it, the Celebrant. So, we'll find out. Now, the main thrust of the season is that the enemy is basically creating these things called cryptoliths, these things that seem to be growing out of the ground, and they corrupt Elixni, which is the fallen Cabal, and they're trying to build a corrupted army. But doesn't this look a little bit like to you another public event type thing of maybe like a contact nature, or even, God forbid, Seraph Towers, you know, something growing out of the ground and then it's taking them over? We don't know, but it's going to be some kind of public event, as seems to be the norm. And of course, all this is going in tandem with the stuff that's going in with Beyond Light. But there we go, what do you reckon? It does look like one of those public events, doesn't it? So we'll just have to see. But I hope not. I hope it's a new mechanic or something different. We don't feel like we're just retreading the same old stuff. Time will tell. So as well as all that info, we got the new calendar, the roadmap. So we can see here, the 10th of November, we've got the Beyond Light launch, which includes Stasis Unlocks, Titan Behemoth, Warlock Shadebinder, Hunter Revenant, Salvation's Grip Exotic, and Grenade Launcher Quest. Don't know what that is. We've got all the stuff which is free to all players, so Europa, Cosmodrome, new season armor and exotic weapons, new strike added for everybody, new lost sectors, seasonal ranks, new artifact mods, new triumphs, shaders, emblems, Iron Banana, and the Dawning. We can also see here on the smaller part of the screen our new seasonal artifact. Lots of people were speculating that it's that floating triangular pyramid type thing that came with the collector's edition, but it isn't. It's something completely new. And actually, if you look at that new UI screen, you can see it in the bottom left-hand corner. It almost looks as if there's that little green glowing tooth or fragment of something from Eris's balls that she holds in her hand. There's a new event activity called the Empire Hunt. They begin on the same day, and the Glassway Strike opens. Now, it's worth noting as well that the story missions for the new season of the Hunt, they don't begin until a week later on November the 17th. So they're basically giving us a week to find our feet before we jump into the new seasonal content. Next one's interesting. Between the 10th of November and the 12th of January, uncover Europa's secrets. Well, I hope there's lots of secrets there. I really do. I love Destiny secrets. And then the 13th of November, we've got the Adept weapons for Trials. And as I said, the season missions will then begin on the 17th of November, we can see there. And the Wrathborn hunts begin as well. So that's another seasonal event. And then we've got the raid, which comes on the 21st of November, the Deep Stone Crypt, which is a Saturday. Iron Banana, the first Iron Banana starts in December, so that's the 8th of December. And then, of course, we've got the Dawning, which is going to run from the 15th of December until the 5th of January. And then finally we have And More. Although, this is quite enough to be getting on with, thank you very much. We can also see a list of the new exotic weapons and armor, the Hawkmoon Huzzah, Cloud Strike, No Time to Explain, Duality, Salvation's Grip, the Lament, Icefall Mantle, Mac of Bacchus, Arthur's Embrace, or Aether's Embrace, Dawn Chorus, Necrotic Grip, and Precious Scars. So there's loads for us to be getting on with. Let me know in the comments if you've seen anything that I've missed in the Vidoc, because let's face it, it's 15 minutes of massiveness. And if you have been enjoying the video and you're enjoying my stuff, a subscribe or a like or a comment will go so far to helping me out. I'm so grateful for the amount of traction that my channel's been getting, and it's all thanks thanks to you guys from watching me and liking it and commenting and starting to build a unique little community here in Destiny 2. Thanks so much again, and I shall spout my dribblings at you once more in the future. Or probably a lot more than that, actually. Anyway, sausage out.